War Submarine Memorial is located right at the front of Patriots Point Naval and Maritime Museum. The memorial is a tribute to those that served on submarines during that unique and dangerous time frame. Charleston is rich with history, and Patriots Point is the place to be. I'm Christa Votaw with Financing the American Dream. Let's go check out the point. The Vietnam Experience exhibit is the only one like it in the United States, right here at Patriots Point. And one of the things that you might not know is that purchasing a ticket for the USS Yorktown, you're actually able to come through this entire exhibit and experience it for yourself. You can immerse yourself in a 3-acre combat support base. So we're actually going to be meeting up with Christa. He's one of the top agents in Charleston at the USS Yorktown. So let's go. So the Arthur Ravenel Bridge actually connects Mount Pleasant to downtown, and when you look over at the Cooper River, you cannot miss this massive carrier.
It's amazing.
This place, the USS Yorktown, it's unbelievable. You walk in and it makes you feel so small, but yet it's so huge.
This thing is a memory maker. You bring your kids here when they're little, they will remember it forever. This is such a part of the history of Charleston.
And I know one of the things that they do is they love to educate. And so they'll have about 40,000 students here a year that will come on the ship and learn and just about the sacrifice that people made for us. And didn't you actually serve?
Yeah, I was in the Navy for 26 years on submarines. We didn't have the spaciousness of this aircraft carrier though.
Well, thank you so much for your sacrifice and everything that you did for the country.
It was my pleasure.
So personally, my grandfather also served in the Vietnam, and so did my uncle, my dad, and my brother. So I have so much respect for what everybody did for our freedom.
The Yorktown CV-10 was commissioned back in 1943 and actually served in World War II. I mean, it's 3 football fields long, and they used it for many years. It even picked up the Apollo 8 capsule when it landed.
Really? And so yeah, actually the USS Yorktown Foundation that helps support this carrier, they actually just replicated a helicopter to make it look like the one that picked up the Apollo.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Another great way to support the ship and everything that goes on here is taking captain's tours and seeing the behind the scenes. I know I took my family on one. It's amazing. They'll never forget it. So one of my family's favorite parts was actually going into the anchor room of this ship. It was so cool to be able to see all the gears and how massive that room is.
That's what we were talking about, making this a memory maker. That's what makes living Charleston so special.
So another great thing about Patriots Point is actually the golf course here. So we're gonna head over to the links.
Let's go.
So this hole, 17, has actually been nominated as one of the best views in Charleston for all golf courses.
Oh, it literally has got to be one of the best views of Charleston Harbor. You can see all the way from downtown Charleston out to Fort Sumter, over Sullivan's Island and Shem Creek, and there's some wonderful neighborhoods back here to live in.
It is just amazing, and there's people paddleboarding out, and there's boats. I mean, this is a place to play golf.
This is great.